Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We've just opened the room up, so we're going to see a whole bunch of attendees start kind of flooding in. So we wanted to open it a little bit early because we will get started here right at about 6:01 so we can get everybody into the room. So you want to grab a coffee or relax a little bit, we'll get started here in just a second. Again, good afternoon, everybody. If you're just joining us, we see the attendees coming in here. We're going to get started here in about 15, 20 seconds. Just want to make sure everybody has a chance getting home from work or maybe just finishing up dinner to get logged in and situated so that we can get started here. We will start right at about 6:01, and our goal is to be done by 6:45. And we'll stick around after 6:45 if anybody has any additional questions. But our presentation will at least end at 6:45 today. Righty. So you see a couple more attendees trickling in, but we'll go ahead and get started because I do want to respect everybody's time. So good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ryan Paget. I'm the Assistant Vice President for Enrollment and Student Success, and we are very happy that you are all joining us today. We know we have a lot of parents, family members, as well as those students that have confirmed, as well as students who may still be deciding on the fence which institution to attend. Our goal with this presentation is to highlight a few things so that if you are still undecided and are still thinking about NKU, and you have maybe three institutions in mind, NKU, NKU, and NKU, our goal is by the end of this presentation, we're going to let you know that any one of those three choices is the right choice for you as your next university. So with that, I want to turn it over to Gannon to introduce herself. She will be co-presenting with us today. And so Gannon, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're super excited to have you here this evening with us. My name is Gannon Tagger. I am the Assistant Vice Provost for Advising and First Year Experience at NKU. And as I said, happy to have you and hope we can answer your questions for you.
Excellent. Is a perfect segue. Along the bottom of your Zoom webinar here, you're going to see a little button that says Q&A. Throughout the presentation, we will be monitoring questions. And so if you do have a question, obviously through a webinar, you're not able to communicate with us directly, but you can through the Q&A. So if you have a question that does come up, please feel free to go ahead and start typing away. Don't wait till the end. If we say something and you'd like clarity on that, please let us know. We have Britta Gibson, who is our Associate Director for Undergraduate Admissions, also in the background, making sure everything runs smoothly. And she will also be helping to address any questions and answer those as they come in. So if you have any questions about the admissions process too, please feel free to put those in the Q&A. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here. And so you can see the presentation. Alrighty. Actually, I'm going to switch over here. Sorry about that. We've got so many windows open. It's going to be that kind of day, that kind of night. There we go. Perfect. So you are attending a webinar series that we call Stronger Together. And the reason we call this webinar series Stronger Together, we do this not only for new and incoming families, we also do it for our current students who are here and their families. And the whole idea is that, you know, there's this kind of this myth, if you will, that once a student turns 18 and heads off to college, you know, the parent's role is done or the family member's role is done. And what we have noticed over the last few years, we know that that's not true. We know that those students still rely heavily on their parents and their family members for advice. And so these are one of the things that we want to work on with you and partner with you on, is to make sure that we're working together to help support your student both here on campus and off campus. And so one of the ways in which we're able to do that is to really communicate some key programs, initiatives, strategies, or even what we did last spring was we shared some data out to parents around some of the things that we were learning from our students. And so that helped them on their side of the house say, hey, we know that this type of stuff may be going on in your life. So we can have an honest and open conversation about that. Again, it's that partnership that we want to create. And so the reason we know that this partnership is so important is through some data that we had collected over the last couple years. So prior to students arriving on campus here at NKU, they received a survey a few years ago. And we asked them straight up, who do you primarily expect will influence you more academically? And before college, as you can see, they probably overwhelmingly said it was their faculty and their instructor, just about the same as their parents or family. But, you know, we thought it was going to be more of that faculty and instructor. And then what we found out is after the first semester, we asked this exact same question. Rather than who did you expect will influence you, who primarily influenced you more academically? And you can see after the first semester, the students were actually turning more to their parents and family members. Separate question we asked them, if you have an academic related issue or concern, who do you primarily expect to seek counsel from? Overwhelmingly, again, if we're looking at an academic related issue or concern, something taking place in the classroom, maybe a question about homework, overwhelmingly the students before college said it was going to be faculty and instructor. And I know me clicking this mouse button to show you the next thing, you can probably see where we're heading. After the first semester, the students were still turning heavily to the parents and family members. And that can be a little intimidating. If you've got a student coming to you with an organic chemistry question or needing help and assistance in any of those classes, you may be sitting here going, well, where do I go? How can I help make sure that my student's getting connected? And again, that's the purpose of these types of webinar, is we really want to make sure that you are included and that you have all this information at your disposal, so you have the resources to help support your student from your side of the house as well. So today, what we want to really focus in on is the transition for your student from high school into the first year. And again, we know we have a lot of students that are also in attendance today. So we're going to be talking directly to you, and you're going to be able to see some of the programs that we have in place to make sure that we're helping support you along this journey. So again, if students have questions as well, please feel free to put those in the Q&A. So when we really look at then the transition from high school into NKU in the first year, today's presentation is really going to focus on two key programs that we have in place. To be very honest with you, that not many other regional universities or even universities within the tri-state area here have. And we feel that that's going to give your student a competitive edge as they're transitioning in, so that they're really ready for the first year in their first semester. When your student comes, the first thing that the interaction they're really going to start to have is with their academic advisor in Northern Exposure. That's that registration where they're going to really start selecting the courses for their fall. One of the programs that we're going to highlight, and it's an optional program, but it's a program available to all students, is our Summer Spark Academy. And our Summer Spark Academy is a true summer spark or a summer bridge that truly bridges the high school academics, high school curriculum, the experiences within the high school, to the expectations and the experiences that they will experience here on campus at NKU. After the Summer Spark Academy, they will head towards Victor Fest, or their orientation, kind of get on campus, get a feel for campus, and learn about all the cool engagement activities that are available to them as they start. And then that's when they kick into their first year experience. And the second program we're going to highlight is our first year Student Success Hub. All the resources we've put purposefully in place to make sure that your student has wraparound support throughout their first year. And that's exactly what Gannon's going to be covering here later in the presentation. So again, it's going to be an investment on your students' transition, these programs that we've put in place. And the investment really is on the student, because these types of programs take time and effort. And so if the student is motivated to do this, then it's going to have a significant impact on their success. Again, the Summer Bridge program is going to be a 5-week program. And yes, while they can still have a part-time job on the side and be able to still do things in the evenings with friends and family, it's going to be an investment, both from a monetary standpoint, which we'll talk about, but also, again, from a time and resource standpoint. But if they take that time to invest in it, this is our investment back into them, saying, if we know that students who complete this and complete it well are more successful when they transition into their first year. And again, we're going to talk around this pipeline from high school and what NKU set up with that transition into their first year. We've intentionally developed this wraparound support so that they're ready, so that they have the support. They don't feel like they're on this journey alone, and they really do come into their first year of college with resources at the ready. And again, our whole goal is that it sets them up for the first year, okay? And that really then they have these good academic behaviors so that they're really kind of at a competitive edge heading into that first semester ready to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and first start talking about the Summer Spark Academy. Everybody in this Zoom room has received a link kind of highlighting what the Summer Academy is. I know it can be a little overwhelming. It's a very large program and an intentional program. So we first want to start out talking about the who, what, why, and when. What is this program specifically? And we're going to get into the details and the advantages that are put in place for your students so that when they enter and when they go through the program, they're ready. In a nutshell, the Summer Spark program really is just this academic program. But when parents and family members and students ask me, basically what is the crux of the program? After I complete this, how is it going to prepare me to be ready? And what I always say is our goal with the program is once you successfully complete it, our goal is from the first day you step on campus, you're the confident student walking around, knowing how to navigate both the college landscape and the college campus itself, how to navigate and work with a faculty member in the classroom. We want you to be that student who is just comes right onto campus and is ready to go. You're not the student that's coming in, looking at a map, trying to figure out where they need to go on campus, who's stressed out in their first class. You're going to come in and say, I've got this. And so then your mind is in focus is on the academics in the classroom, not around the stressors that come with those first couple weeks of college. So what is the Summer Spark Academy? It is our 5-week summer bridge program. The whole idea is it builds the opportunity for you to get acclimated to what college is about. And while you're doing that, you're going to earn college credit that goes towards graduation. And we're going to talk about some of the courses and everything that you'll have through those experiences here in just a second. But yes, it's going to acclimate you, but at the same time, you are earning college credit in a college course with an NKU faculty member. So who's invited to participate in the Summer Spark Academy? Every incoming student will be invited, okay? We will personally customize the experience for you based off your pre-college experiences. We know a lot of students are coming in with AP credits, school-based scholar credits, other pre-college experiences, and are bringing and transferring those credits in. We will still work with you to identify a course that you will still be able to participate in. Right now, we're looking at 9 sections, so you'll have 9 different courses and other things to look at, to select from for the Summer Spark. So even if you're coming in with credit, in all likelihood, there's going to be an opportunity for you to find a course. In addition, if you're coming in undecided, you don't know what you want to major in, we have specific courses that are designated to help you align your interests to a major or to an area of study. And that's going to be part of the program as well. So really, again, it's for all incoming students, regardless if you are a 4.0 valedictorian to a 3.0 or a 2.5. All students are invited and all students will have the opportunity to benefit from this program. Where will the Summer Spark Academy be? We're going to do it in 2 modules. The primary focus is going to be on campus. So if you can commute in and take the courses. And we're going to also talk about on university housing options as well for those that are coming from Chicago, Indianapolis. We had a couple students that were doing modules from New Jersey and Florida last year. So we are going to have that on campus, and every student will have the opportunity to do it on campus if they want to. And so all those courses and engagement activities will be here. But if you still want to do an online module, or maybe you can't commute or are not ready to move into university housing during the summer, we will have a course or 2 that will be online, and you'll also be able to get to engage in some online experiences as well to, again, prep you for your first semester. So when is it? July 11th through August 12th. That's going to be the 5 weeks. We stayed away from June, knowing that many of the area high schools here in the tri-state will bleed into June for their graduations. We know you've got your graduations and your graduation parties. We want to respect that. And obviously this year, with July 4th landing on a Monday, that means just about everyone's going to take a 7-day weekend with that Monday vacation or Monday holiday. So we stayed away with that to respect everybody's vacation plans. And so we really are honing in on the 5 weeks, really lining up perfectly to the beginning of the semester. So it's a beautiful transition into the fall semester for you. We will be offering both half-day and full-day sessions. We're going to talk a little bit about that here in a second. So if you are doing a part-time, you'll be able to step back. If you're doing a part-time job or looking to also look at employment during the summer, you'll be able to do that with the half-day. If you're able to do the full day, we do provide full-day options as well. So you can have a late morning and early afternoon class if you want to try to get a jump start on a couple classes at the same time. And so why? In addition to getting college credit, getting acclimated and being prepared for your first semester and first year here at NKU, we've done this program now in some iteration for 6 years. We've expanded it this year and are introducing a whole bunch of new curriculum, courses, and other things because of the popularity of the program. And what we have found over the last 6 years, that students who do participate in this are more likely to return for their spring and fall semesters that follow. A number of our students, the overwhelming majority, will continue and stay on a 4-year graduation track, and they tend to be more engaged. They become student leaders on campus, learn about undergraduate research opportunities with faculty. They tend to be more plugged in, which then makes this feel like a much more connection for them on campus, that sense of belonging and that experience we want them to have, because we want them to have that competitive resume when they leave here with their degree. And they are the ones that are vying, and they're the top candidates for these jobs because they've been able to demonstrate not only high academic performance, but they've been able to juggle a whole bunch of things inside and outside the classroom. So if I was a salesperson, I would go through all this information about the Summer Spark Academy. We're going to talk a little bit about the courses and what your day is going to look like, and then I would show you the price. But I want to show you the cost to participate now, because this is the big question, and a lot of people don't believe us when we actually show them the cost to participate. So the cost to participate For the half-day session, meaning you are taking a course that's either going to be 1, 2, or 3 credits, because we have all those options for this session, it is $45 in total. It's not $45 a credit, it is $45 total. If you pass the course in the Summer Spark Academy, you will get for $45 all those credits. It also covers all the experiences here within the Summer Spark Academy. If you're looking to do a full day session, which means you're going to be taking 2 courses, which either equal up to 4, 5, or 6 credits, you will get 2 courses and the entire day covered for you for $125. Again, not per credit, $125 total. This is our investment back to you. If your student is willing to give up 5 weeks of their summer to dedicate and prepare themselves for this academic year and the success that they will have, this is our investment back to you. We will promise you this amazing program that will prepare you for what Gannon's going to be talking about with the first year experience and the first year hub to provide that wraparound support. This is our investment back to you that we can offer it at these costs, because we really truly know that students who participate in this are more successful and are ready to go when they transition in. I do want to note that financial assistance is available for those who qualify. When you saw the email, there was an email link in there that if you would like to learn more about financial assistance, just please reply to that email and we will work with those families. So again, financial assistance is available for those who qualify. So what is covered then with those costs? That will cover, again, your enrollment in the course and your course credits. Okay, so you can earn anywhere from 1 to 6 credit hours for that cost. You will not have to pay for any textbooks or materials. That'll all be covered for you. So if you do select a course that has a textbook, it's covered for you. You'll show up on day 1. It'll be sitting on your desk ready to go. If you're commuting in, we will cover your parking pass. There's no cost to park on campus during this program. And if you are doing a full day, so you're going to have a late morning and an early afternoon course, in between, you're probably going to want lunch. We're going to feed you on those days as well. Every single day you'll get lunch. And if you cannot commute, and we talked about students coming from, let's say, Chicago, Indianapolis, or Louisville, anywhere outside kind of that 40-minute commute into NKU, university housing will be free of cost as well for you. And if you are looking to live in university housing in the fall, we'll work with you and trying to align to make sure we get you into your room so you're not having to move from summer and then moving again into your fall room. We'll work a little bit with you on that. Again, we're starting to line up some of those logistics. But the overall thing is, if you're looking to do a full day, you want to live on campus, not only is campus housing covered for you, all 3 meals throughout the day will be covered for you for 7 days a week as well. So everything will be taken care of for you for that cost. All right. So the biggest question I get, especially from students as we're heading in, is what the heck do we do during the day? So what you're seeing here is essentially a little schedule here of the morning session where your first course will be from 9 to 11. So if you're looking to do a half day, you can see the 9 to 11, as well as the college prep component from 11 to noon. Every single day you will participate in a college prep component. We'll get a little bit here into what that means. And if you were looking to do a half day in the afternoon, let's say you're not a morning person and you want to do one of the courses in the afternoon sessions from 1 to 3, we'll do the college prep component, and then you'll go straight into your academic session in the afternoon. If you're looking to do the full day, you can see then the breakdown of the full day here. It's essentially from 9 to 3. And if you're living in housing, we'll work with you. We have activities in the afternoon, study tables, and available tutoring as well. So tutoring is embedded throughout for all students, but if you're living in housing, we do provide that in the afternoons as well. So that gives you an idea of the breakdown. So the courses that you will be in will be, again, as I shared, they will be taught by NKU faculty. They're not taught by teaching assistants. They're not taught by other students. These are NKU faculty members. The courses will be capped at 25 students. We are purposeful at NKU to keep the classroom size small because we want you to get to know your faculty members. We want you to get to know your students in the classroom. So again, they're going to be small, and it provides that one-on-one instruction that you're looking for, which is so critical, especially in the summer. So if you're trying to get ahead, you'll be able to interact with your faculty members and kind of get a sense for how to communicate and work with a faculty member in the classroom. For the college prep component, we're going to be able to offer you and provide you opportunities to meet with staff. You're going to be meeting with faculty in the classroom. We're going to have you meet with staff who oversee a number of our student success departments here across campus. So you'll get to work with them directly and get to hear about all the unique strategies, initiatives, programs, and supports that you have here on campus. Again, we'll do that in small groups so that you get to meet one another and you have the opportunity to ask questions throughout and engage. In addition, we're going to basically, as that session is called, the college prep, we're going to prep you for what it means to be a true college student. So we're going to go through some activities as you see throughout this screen here. These are actual shots from Summer Spark sessions over the last 6 years. All these pictures are. We're going to put you in small groups because we know in the classroom you're going to be doing small group work. And so we'll put you in those small groups to prep for that. We're also going to have you do one-on-one interviewing. So you're going to start interviewing for internships and co-ops as you're going through your 4 years. We want you to kind of understand what those one-on-one interactions look like and how to prep for them. You're going to be doing a lot of presentations, both in front of class and maybe in a virtual environment. We're going to prep you for that. So we're going to make sure that you know how to give a presentation, and you're going to do it in front of your colleagues so you get a sense of what that means in front of your classmates. And we're also going to take you a little bit out of your comfort zone. So for example, you're seeing some of the students climbing in our campus rec on the climbing wall. We want you to try new things because you don't know if you might like something if you've never done it. So we're going to take you out of those comfort zones because that's what college is all about. And what I really like about these 4 pictures too, and this is something to also note about Summer Spark, you're looking at 4 different buildings in 4 different rooms. During these sessions, we get you across campus. You're not going to sit in the same room for 5 weeks. We want you to experience campus, experience different buildings, experience different activities that are available across campus. And so that's something that we intentionally build in. So again, by the first day, you know where stuff's at, you know where the resources are at, and you're really, again, prepped to do it. And one of the primary reasons that I tell students it's so important to think about participating in this program is this. This is the big thing that we see after Summer Spark's over, and really throughout Summer Spark as well. Perhaps you're coming from a high school where you're the lone student that's coming to NKU from that high school, or perhaps your student is an introvert and just it takes a little bit of time for them to make friends. And then obviously coming onto a college campus of 16,000 students, that can feel intimidating. The Summer Spark Academy is built so that you be able to create some of these small bonds, and you start to really meet and experience kind of other students, and you start to build these friendships very early on. One of the really cool things is once the program's over, we'll walk across campus, we'll walk to the student union, and we'll see students from Summer Spark in cohorts of 4 or 5 still sitting with one another eating lunch months after the program had ended. And so I even look at the bottom left picture there. 3 of those 4 students have gone on to graduate already. One actually graduated in 3.5 years, and they keep in touch with one another still throughout the 4 years. 2 of them actually attended each other's graduations, which I thought was really cool. And again, it's because they built these bonds. Many of these are selfies that the students took as they were walking across campus during the program and then shared out. And so that's what this is about too. It really is about making the connections because, again, we want you to become part of the Norse family. And so getting integrated in a small program like this to get you ready to go, it's a perfect opportunity. And with that, it kind of gives you the idea of our motto and where we're heading with our approach to supporting students here at NKU. It's what we call the coordinated care approach. And before I turn it over to Gannon, I just wanted to show you what the coordinated care approach looks like at NKU. All right. They come in, obviously they have their academic advisor. They're going to start meeting with them early in the summer. But we don't want that just to be the only connection they make. They're going to hear about all this through the Summer Spark Academy, as well as during the first year experience that Gannon's going to talk about. But we want them to really start looking at not only the academic advising aspect of it, but how to get engaged in academic preparedness, tutoring, and the writing center. We want to make sure that if they have an academic plan, aligned with that is a financial plan so that they are in good financial health and understand financial literacy. On the other side of that, if they've got an academic plan and a financial plan, we want to make sure they have a career plan. How is what they're doing inside the classroom preparing them for a postgraduate degree and postgraduate experiences, such as their job and their career? We want them engaged. That student engagement, which we know is so important, not only for them from a personal development standpoint, but also professionally, because we know this is what exactly recruiters are looking for. They are looking for students who are involved and we're able to balance a number of things through their academic career. And then overall, the importance of their health and wellness throughout. And so all these things come together through the first year hub. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and transition to Gannon, who's going to talk about that first year hub and that experience.
Thank you, Ryan. So as Ryan said, our first year student success hub is the place where these wraparound services are going to be attainable to your students. And Ryan, I don't know that I have, there we go.
Just let me know and I can turn it, no problem.
Okay. And so essentially what I want everyone to think about with our first year student success hub is this is the place to help your student connect. As we've talked about, students are coming from high school. They may be small high schools. They may be large high schools. They may know some students at NKU. They may not know any, but it's still a new experience. And even though high school students think they know what to expect when they come to college, they get to campus and it's not always what they thought it would be. And so we don't want the students to feel lost. We want them to know where to go, and we want them to feel cared about, and we want them to feel like they belong with us on our campus. So the hardest part is knowing where to begin, and that's where the first year student success hub comes in. So we are officially calling it the hub around campus. And this is new. This is opening, actually the go live opening is May 1st. So you will hear people around campus talking about the hub. It is in the University Center, and we house all of our first year advisors in one single space in the University Center in the First Year Student Success Hub. And we will provide guidance through the first year. We will provide support, and we will ensure that your student has the resources and the support that he or she needs to be successful in that first year and want to continue on at NKU. The biggest essential part of the hub, it will be first year advising. So we will be advising students in clusters, somewhat aligned with career clusters. So as you can see, we will have a science, technology, engineering, and math cluster, humanities and social science, fine arts, business, health, education, exploratory, and then honors and special populations. And those special populations include student groups like our NKU Rocks students or our school-based scholar students, that we want to make sure that what they're doing is aligning with their major, and that they're getting the resources that they need to be successful as well. The first year advisor for your student will be their person. And we want, one thing that is unique about the First Year Student Success Hub is that the advisors will have lower student caseloads. If you walk onto any other campus, you're going to see advisors having caseloads of, typically it's anywhere between 300 and 400 students. These first year advisors will have 125 to 150 students. Therefore, we expect that they will be proactively reaching out to students, that they will have their fingertip on the pulse of what's happening with your student, and they will be there to help their, if they notice that something is slipping, or if a student doesn't return an email or a phone call or misses a visit, they have the time to reach out and really work with your student to figure out what's going on and what does that student need to be successful. And we will get them connected with the resources that they need to be successful. Okay, Ryan, thank you. In addition to advising in those clusters, we will have peer coaches. So peer coaches are students that are trained not necessarily in a curricular advising, but a lot of different things that students may not feel comfortable talking about an adult with. Peer coaches will each have their own caseload. They are available to meet one-on-one with students. They tend to answer the questions like, where's the best food? Where do you go to do this? I want to take a statistics class. Who's the best professor? So those things that, that are part of the culture of the NKU student life that those of us that are a little bit older may not be able to answer. The other thing I wanted to mention, that we know that students change majors a lot, especially in their first year. The first year advisor that they are assigned coming in May, that will be their advisor for the whole year. We do not want to bounce students back and forth between different advisors, so they have to get to know different people. Even with multiple major changes, your student will stay with the same advisor throughout the first year, and then we will do a very intentional handoff into the college in which they've declared a major. And so we will make sure that they are introduced to the college advisor towards the end of their first year, and they meet with them and they feel comfortable with them as we pass the torch, so to speak, from the first year to the second year. Okay, Ryan, I'm ready. So as I've been saying, first year advising is really one of the key components of the First Year Student Success Hub. So every student coming in from high school, regardless of credit hours, will receive will be assigned an advisor in the first year hub. I want to say a caveat with that is students who have come in with very high hours, whether it be dual credit, whether it be school-based scholars, or your AP credits, those will be assessed by the first year advisor on a case-by-case basis and determine if that student actually would be better served by the college. So if a student is ready to take upper level courses, say at the 200 or 300 level, we may decide that that student is better off served by, let's say it's a biology major, better off served by the biology department. However, we will keep them on our first year student list because we want to make sure that they're receiving information about the resources, that they're receiving information about events that are happening around first year students. So they would still receive that same support, but just may not be advised in the hub if they are, if they come in with high hours. So the student's advisor will help them, with course registration. We're going to start with major and career exploration, as Ryan said, right off the bat. We think that's really important. And then create a success plan, including the academic, career, and financial components. Okay. So what resources are we going to connect your students with? Again, so your advisor is your go-to person. I don't know what to do. I need help. Boom, your advisor is who you reach out to. So we connect with the tutoring and writing center. And these are just this is not a complete list of everything we have to offer on campus, but tutoring and writing center, financial services, career services, health counseling and student wellness. We have our University Connect and Persist that can help even with additional resources, student accessibility, and then our Norse violence prevention. So these are, again, just some of the resources, and we're going to encourage all of our students to use their advisor to get what they need. We will have within the hub, we do have a student engagement coordinator. So this person will be working with our Office of Student Engagement and Student Affairs, as well as other constituents on campus, to ensure that all of our first year students know what's going on, help them join an organization, find out what's happening. We'll have specific events around first year. And again, it's all about helping your student connect. It's about giving them a place to be, feel like they belong. I tend to say it's like giving them a big bear hug and making sure that they have the tools to be successful beyond their first year at NKU.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you so much, Gannon. And so again, you can kind of start to see that seamless transition from where you're at right now, maybe thinking through a major, maybe still have some questions, to where when you come into the first year, you've got this wraparound support, all these connections to all these other departments. You come in and you're meeting with an advisor and you have a question about financial aid, we'll connect you with financial aid. We'll make sure that that follow through is taken care of. One of the things that we're also building in within the first year hub, for example, are student peers who are also going to help from the career side of the house. So maybe connecting you with career services or reviewing a resume. We know students, even as first years, are having their resumes reviewed in prep for employment, either on campus or off campus. So again, the idea that we're being able to intentionally connect these students is going to be able to support them throughout. And so if they have any question, they know to come to one central building, so they're not bouncing around campus or trying to wander around campus asking where to go. They can come into that advisor, come into that center, and they have that immediate support right then and there. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing because I can't see the Q&A. So I apologize in advance for that if stuff has come through around Summer Spark and other things, but we'll go ahead and open it up for anybody that has some questions. And so feel free at this time to go ahead and start writing them in and we'll follow up. Is there, let's see, so I see Becky's asked a question, is there an available option for staying on campus? Yes, so we will be working with housing. If you, obviously, we want to be as inclusive as possible with Summer Spark. So if a student wants to be able to participate in the Summer Spark Academy, but again, lives in Chicago, but wants to come down for the 5 weeks and then stay here as they transition into the fall semester, because they're going to need university housing anyway with that. Yes, we will work with those students. And we are still also looking at the, we're going to have to work with those students first that can't commute in, but we're also looking at if we still have available beds available, then students that maybe who are around the tri-state area who would like to live on campus but can't commute, we may be able to provide university housing for them as well if they would like to live on campus and do the full, for example, a full session. What if you have vacation plans for a week? All righty. So this is the big question I also get. What I like to say is 5 weeks. It's what you're essentially taking is a 16-week course in 5 weeks. So there's benefits to that, and of course a little bit of maybe some challenges. But one of the benefits is you will be focused on one course, or potentially two if you do the full session, for 5 weeks. And so it'll be intensive. That can sometimes feel like a challenge, but at the same time, you're seeing that faculty member every single day for 2 hours. So you're going to be really consistent day to day, doing homework, doing study hours, all those things. So with that, I would say if you miss 2 days, something comes up, obviously you're sick one day and maybe something else comes up, you got a 3-day weekend, missing 2 days, we have seen over the last 6 years is manageable. When you get to 3 days, we're starting to get a little, you're missing 6 hours, which then equates essentially to 6 days. If you're potentially looking at a week, I would ask that you reach out to us. It's not to say students haven't been successful doing that in the past, but missing a week of Summer Spark is like missing a month of classes during your normal semester, which is a lot. It's not to say that because we're in this virtual world now, that you can't do stuff online and kind of follow up with your faculty member there. We've been able to do that. Not all courses are going to be able to do that. Some are a little bit more intensive because we are going to, for example, offer an English and writing course if you're looking to kind of get ahead in some of your English courses. And so that's going to be maybe a little bit more intentional. So if you feel like you're going to miss more than 3 days, please reach out to us and I'll walk you through that and we'll have that honest conversation. Because the other thing I don't want to do is set you up for failure. So if we think you're able to manage through that and the faculty member thinks you're able to do that, that's one thing. But if we feel like it's going to be at a disadvantage for you, we will work with you around that because we don't want you to go through that and then struggle, because that's the last thing we want to do. Let's see, not related to, but can we talk about when will students hear about scholarships they have applied for? It's actually perfect timing. I just addressed that question a little bit earlier today. Let me go through these other questions and maybe allow Gannon to address one so I can cheat and look at my email to see exactly what was sent my way a couple hours ago. But I do have that answer for you. I want to make sure you get that before you leave. Will they meet?
Oh,
please go ahead.
Next question. Yeah. So
Perfect.
will they meet with students on a regular basis? There's up to students to seek them out. It is absolutely not up to the students to seek them out. We fully expect our first year advisors to have regular outreach and communication with our students. And they will be sending out what we call campaigns for students to schedule appointments with the advisors. I mean, we will have regular times in which the students should be meeting with their advisors, especially around priority registration, but we expect our advisors to be reaching out pretty much weekly to see how things are going, because we know that freshmen coming in, those first 2 weeks, you get a syllabus and you're trying to organize your time and figure out everything that's going on. And a lot of times you don't even have a grade within the first 2 weeks, but you're still just discombobulated about everything. The advisors should be reaching out and they should be saying, how's it going? What questions do you have? It is up to the student to respond and, ask for help, so to speak. So the advisor will be doing the outreach, asking the student if they need help or asking how it's going, but the student does have to follow up with those advisors. So we can't force the student. I would love to say we could force the student over to the student or to the university center, but we can't do that. So it is on the student to respond to the advisor's communication.
Thank you, Gannon. We go to the question around financial aid, specifically perhaps around scholarships. Again, I just got this email today, so I'm going to really quickly kind of highlight a couple of bullet points here. This is a question we've been getting a little bit more frequently. So if you are looking at scholarships, and I believe aid is also tied to that, that is typically awarded 2 to 3 weeks after a student has been admitted. The scholarship application deadline, so if they are looking for a scholarship, is March 15th. And then the awards from those applications will continue to be dispersed and notified. Students will be notified after that date. So hopefully that provides a little bit of clarity on that. The big thing is, if you do have a question around financial assistance, and Britta, if you wouldn't mind putting the main email for financial aid in the Q&A, we'll put the main line, and that is responded on quite frequently throughout the week. They'll get back to you if you have specific questions. Again, a lot of people, is what we would like to say is everybody's aid package or scholarship package is very unique to them. So we want to make sure we're getting you that specific information as it relates to your students. Let's see, Denise, is it free to stay on campus if university housing? Yes, regardless. Again, what we have to look through and what we're managing, and we're very optimistic, to be very honest with you, even if you're within 40 minutes and want to live on campus, that we're probably going to have the vetting and housing for you. We take a couple housing units off over the summer to, basically renovate, paint, and do other things. Now that we're coming out of COVID, more and more conferences are coming on campus. So we do a lot of band conferences and other, we had the Cincinnati Ballet here last year for some things. So some of those rooms are already taken for some of the things, but we tend to designate at least one hall to help with some of our summer programming. So we're optimistic. I should know more about that here within the next week or so, but we first want to make sure that those are commuting from outside 40 minutes. They get the vetting, and then we open it up to everybody. Let's see, can you do, oh, let's see, yes. Can you do a Zoom of the class while on vacation? Some faculty do have the capability to do that. We have heard from our students the push for more in person. Again, we do have a couple of courses that are online. So if you feel your student might be out for a week or two and that online module might be best for them, we can do that. Again, a lot of it's going to be just like if you were in a classroom during the fall or the spring here, it's working with your faculty member. That hybrid approach is not always going to be available, but it's something the faculty may be looking at in the summer. Again, I would just ask that you reach out ahead of time and we can start working with the faculty and having those conversations now. When is the first day of classes for the fall semester? Will they have a break between Summer Spark and the start of fall? They will have a very tiny break. Yes, we know it is kind of compounded, so it can feel like a 21-week semester. But again, we make that as seamless as possible for them from Summer Spark into Victor Fresh, which is their orientation into the first year. For our housing students, we're trying to get everything aligned so that that's seamless and ready for them. So it can feel a little bit long. We completely understand that. But we also feel that the more information they have as they're heading in rather than at the early starts of summer, some of that retention of that information can get lost through those July and August weeks. If we can bookend it right into the fall semester, we believe that's going to set them up for additional success. Let's see here. What email is the summer? Okay. So the email for the Summer Academy is sent to the student's email that was sent to, or that they used to apply for application to the university. In addition, from there, the invite is sent to not only the student, but if the student put in the application a parent or family member's email address, we also send that invitation out to the family members as well. The first round went out, the first wave went out about a month ago. We sent the second wave out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was either Monday of this week or late last week. And then what starts to happen is on a weekly basis, as more and more students apply, are accepted and confirm, those additional waves start coming out. To apply for Summer Spark, we really strongly suggest that they use that link within the Summer Spark email they have, because that link is specific to that student. It pulls in all their pre-college information so that we're able to place them in the proper sections of Summer Spark, and then we work with them on course selection. When will we choose which classes we will take for Summer Spark? Couldn't be more timely. For those that have registered for Summer Spark, you're going to get an email tomorrow around lunchtime. It's going to talk about what next steps are going to look like. We are solidifying the last couple of courses with faculty members for Summer Spark. We believe we're going to start opening up course registration for the Academy here within the next couple of weeks. With regards to course selection, right now, again, we have 9 sections, so you'll have a nice kind of buffet, if you will, of courses to look at. But what we will actually do is we will work with you and your advisor to make sure that the course that you are taking is aligned with what you need for your major. And if you're undecided, that provides you a little bit more fluctuation or kind of freedom in selecting some of the courses. But again, we want to make sure that they either align to a major of interest so that that course is going towards the graduation credit you need or towards a general education course. Let's see, if I decide to take the summer classes, how would I register? The big thing is that link that came through that email. That's going to be the critical, that component. You go in, register, and then from there, I can start sending you communications for Summer Spark, which start again tomorrow. Can you repeat what you said about the March 15th scholarship deadline? We're referring to specific scholarships. I can open up what was sent to me and see if it gives anything else there more specific. Let's see. All it says is just scholarships in general, determined by your residency and high school GPA, typically awarded those 2 to 3 weeks after a student has been admitted. The scholarship application deadline is March 15th. I'll tell you what, Britta, if we could please make a note, what we will do after this is we take all these questions, we'll provide formal responses around some of these, any unanswered questions that we have, we will make sure we provide responses. And then we go through, we take this PowerPoint as well as this webinar that's being recorded. We basically take out all the pauses and just kind of polish it up a little bit, and we send it out to all those that RSVP'd. So as part of that, Britta, if we could maybe have financial assistance just provide a little bit more information around important dates that are coming up, and we'll include that in with that information that'll be sent out here in the next couple of days. So you have that at the ready, as well as the contact information for financial assistance should you have additional questions. Do you have the list of the 9 courses that will be taught? Internally, I do. We're not ready just yet to announce those. Again, we're solidifying those. There will be a selection. For example, we are looking at an English course for those that would like to get a jump start on their English 101. We know that can sometimes be an intimidating class with reading and writing. And so we wanted to offer that as an option for you during Summer Spark, so you could focus just on that one course rather than maybe trying to juggle it with 4 other courses. We have a selection of gen eds. We have a selection of, if you're undecided, some of the colleges are offering some courses that help align maybe with an interest. So for example, if you're interested just in health professions, you don't know if you want to be a nurse, social worker, or something with psychology, we have a course designed to help you align those interests to a major, as well as any undeclareds are going to be able to have some of those options. We've got some really cool gen eds that are quite popular. We wanted to introduce those. And then I can share with you, because we have 3 sections of it, because it's one of the most popular classes we've done over the last 6 years, which is why we've expanded it. But we have an information literacy course that will be offered both online and in person. And the information literacy course teaches you how to not only find information through databases, as well as find information online, but it's also how to kind of decipher facts from fictions. And what's really important about that is being able to pull that out, because you're going to have to start citing sources for academic papers, presentations. So that gives you a head start, so that when you start your first year, you know how to write an academic paper, you know how to do a proper presentation. It counts as 3 credits towards your gen ed. And students who have taken that sing its praises, because then when they get into their English and writing courses, or into some of their major courses where they're writing term papers, it's so much easier for them to write it. They know where to go get sources. They know how to cite. It's a really popular class, really interactive class. And so, yes, that's another one that will be offered as well. So we'll be sharing that here in the next couple of weeks for sure. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm keeping up here. Are there any programs similar to, can you do a Zoom? I think I said that one. I'm hoping I got that one. Are there any programs similar to Summer Spark for campus familiarity? Yes, on a smaller scale, there is. This is great. I should have highlighted this before. We do have some other summer programs as well. One of them is the STEM Ready program, which is an amazing 2-week program geared towards students that are interested in the STEM fields who want to get a jump in their math courses. So that is also offered. I believe that is being offered end of June, early July. It does not overlap with the Summer Spark Academy. We were intentional with that. So if you're interested about STEM Ready, feel free to shoot an email out to us, or we can actually, Britta, we'll include that as well. Just some information if they're interested, again, for students who are really focused in on some of the STEM fields and looking to get a kind of a head start on math. So we will share some of that. And then at the tail end of summer, kind of the bridge between Summer Academy as well as the first year experience, we have a number of leadership academies. We also have our NKU Rocks program, our LAMP program. And so you'll be hearing more information about those programs over the next coming months as they come out. Some of those are just a week program, some of them just a couple of days. Like I said, we have a leadership academy for students that are interested in being student leaders. That's a couple of days of prep right before orientation that kind of gets you involved a little bit more with some of the organizations here on campus and being a student leader. Do you have a business course in the Summer Spark program? That's what we're hoping to line up here in the next couple of weeks. We're getting very close to some of those things. But even if not, one of the beauties that we're going to be doing in the Summer Spark Academy this year is, regardless of what major you're in, you're going to have the opportunity to engage with the colleges. So even if you're interested, you don't know if you want to do psychology or maybe something in business, you're actually going to be able to talk with faculty, advisors, and others from the college. We've actually built that in this year, so you can get connected to the colleges even earlier. Really excited about some of that. Oh, thank you so much, Casey. Greatly appreciate the comments. So for those that are my age, you remember the FedEx commercials in the 80s where the guy talks really, really fast. That, I apologize, I'm sometimes that guy. So I know I was trying to get everything through in the 45 minutes. So greatly appreciate your patience. We have hit time and we're just a couple minutes over, but what we will do is Gannon, myself, and Britta will stay around for the next couple minutes in case anybody would like to ask more targeted questions. But if not, we do want to, again, thank everybody for coming. This was the first of the webinar series that we'll be doing. We're going to do another one of these. It's going to be the exact same presentation. We're just going to do it later in about a month from now. I think we're going to do it in end of March or early April. It's going to be the exact same thing. So you don't need to attend it twice unless you want to hear us again, because this was such a popular thing for you. But I recommend you not do that. And then the second one in the actual series is next going to be on financial aid and scholarships, as well as university billing, and really helping you understand the financial literacy and the financial health side of the house. So that's one thing we want to make sure. We want your students' focus to be on academics and not on the financial side. So we want to help you take care of that in the summer and even earlier, so that all those things are taken care of, so that through the semester you're ready to go academically. And so be on the lookout for those. Those will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. Again, this is our partnership, Stronger Together, with you, with our students, to make sure we're working together to help support your student throughout their time, both transitioning in and throughout here. For those that have confirmed, thank you. We look forward to working with you here over the next couple of weeks. And if you're still undecided, what are you waiting for? Now's the time to confirm. So if you have any questions, or if there's any additional things that we can help with that decision, or you need some clarity on some things, or want to talk with someone within your major, a faculty member, an advisor, please never hesitate to reach out to undergraduate admissions. We will make that connection for you. Again, we want to make this as seamless and as easy as possible for you, because we want your focus to be on your experience in college and not on all the procedures and the policies. We'll take care of that, and we want to work with you on enjoying your experience. And so with that, we want to wish everyone a good evening. Again, Gannon and I will stick around. Gannon, thank you so much for joining us as well tonight. And with that, we will say good night, and we hope to see you very soon. Again, we'll stay around and answer any questions you may have. All righty. So Kate and Tony, any theater classes with Spark? Unfortunately, no, we do not. The SOTA programs, the School of the Arts, are very targeted programs. And so a lot of those will be embedded within the first year. Our focus is going to be kind of on some college prep, college ready courses, as well as some general education courses. So there's not going to be any theater classes offered in Spark, although they may do some cool things with the theater program. I don't want to give anything away. But yes, there's going to be some really cool things. They'll get to hear about SOTA, get to talk with SOTA when they get here during the academy. But unfortunately, there's not going to be any specific classes geared towards that. Great question, though. Can you send the link to the registrar? Oh, Britta was gonna, looks like she's gonna answer that live, if I'm reading that correctly. Britta, maybe. Well, Britta's thinking that through. I'll go to the next question here. Is there some kind of parent participation day during Summer Spark? Yes, there will be. Man, I don't want to give the fun spoils away. There will be the opportunity for the parents to engage. Yes. Yes, we do it every year. Unfortunately, during the COVID years, we couldn't do it. There was the week, it got a little tough because the in-person stuff's a little bit easier. But yes, we do provide the opportunity, and we will stay in contact with the parents throughout the academic at the academy as well, because we know that that's a partnership. The partnership does not end on the first day of the academy, just like it doesn't end on the first day of classes. We work with you as well and keep you abreast of all the information and things that they're doing as well. Angie, I hope your son signs up as well. Yes, he's gonna do well in the academy and in the first year hub. Very excited for that.
And yes, I am sending any invitation links that needed to be sent. So check your email for that.
Thank you. Britta is always on top of things. Just to confirm, students currently in YS, absolutely, absolutely. We have we've had a number of Young Scholars Academies, the scholars in the past. So even if they're doing the engineering or just YSA, all students are invited and will be able to participate in any way. I don't think those dates overlap, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're in June this year. We tried to stay away from those dates, given that we get a lot of school-based scholars and YSA students. So absolutely, absolutely. All students, we will not turn a student away. The only reason we would turn a student away is if the courses that are being offered do not align with their major, or they simply don't need any of those courses. We don't want them to take anything unnecessary. Now the student, if they want to, knowing that that course is not going to go towards the credit needed for graduation, are more than welcome to engage in it and to get time to maybe get that experience or kind of see how a college class goes with a faculty member. But yes, that is something we will work with if they don't need that course. We'll be very open and honest with them. We don't want them to take something they don't need. Stay around for maybe another minute or so. Gannon, great job. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's great.
First year hub is going to be popular.
It's exciting for sure.
It is. It absolutely is. Hey, I've had one person register for summer, two people have registered for Summer Academy while sitting here. That's what it's about, getting them involved. We want all students to participate early. Thank you, Jennifer. Stay around for another 30 seconds. What I loved was in the participation list, seeing, thank you, Courtney, greatly appreciate it. Was seeing
Thanks,
Um,
Courtney.
was seeing names of participants whose sons or daughters had did Summer Spark prior. It's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Saw a couple names. Yep. Thank you, Kathy. Alrighty, friends. Always enjoy our time together. I think it's we'll go ahead and close it down. Gannon, we'll go ahead and schedule the next one here in the next